Sports.
After a crazy first round of the high school football postseason, here's how the Week 12 matchups shake out. All games start at 7 o'clock. We will start in Division 3 and work our way down. Our lone team in Region 12 is Wapakoneta. The Redskins finally getting past the defending state champions of Trotwood Madison in thrilling fashion. Wapak will face Bishop Fenwick this Friday at Alexander Stadium in Piqua. In Division 4, we have two more WBL teams, and it just so happens they meet this Saturday for a rematch. St. Mary's dominated Pepper Pike Orange, while Van Wert won their first ever home playoff game against Huron. The Rough Riders won the Week 3 match against the Cougars 38-6. We will see what happens Saturday at Spartan Stadium. Division 6, Region 22, Columbus Grove tops Cary. The Bulldogs winning their fourth straight game for the second time this season. Now they will play top-ranked Seneca East Friday at Frost Calnall Stadium in Tiffin. In the Region of Death, we see four local teams once again. A Coldwater St. Henry rematch is upon us, and it should be a good one as the Redskins snapped a 22-game losing streak to the Cavs in Week 9. The winner-go-home game will be Friday in Sydney. The defending Division 6 state champs of Marion local eased past Spencerville and will take on Lima Central Catholic on Friday as well. That game will be at Harmon Field in Wapakoneta. Division 7 Region 26 also sees an interesting rematch. Lipsick's only loss of the season came at the hands of Macomb, and the Vikings will have the chance to avenge said loss. Lipsick knocked out top-ranked undefeated Mohawk last night and will try and keep that momentum against the Panthers Saturday at Donnell Stadium in Findlay. One last BVC team making Week 12 ball is Pandora Gilboa. The Rockets will take on Edgerton in a battle of unbeaten Saturday at Fred Brown Stadium in Defiance. Last but certainly not least, we have the boys in Division 7 Region 28. The defending Division 7 state champions of Minster will meet Crestview in the regional semis once again. Last year's game was decided by 3 points, so I'm sure this year will be another exciting one. That game will be Saturday at Harmon Field as well. The top-ranked team in the region is Fort Loramie. They put their 10-game winning streak on the line against Lehman Catholic Saturday at Alexander Stadium in Piqua. And since we are on the topic of playoff football, that's exactly where we find our play of the week. Lipsick had the tall task of taking on top-ranked undefeated Mohawk last night, and the Vikings mopped the floor with these guys. Second quarter, Lipsick down 7. Dylan Schrader lobs to Tyler Hegel, and what a snag to tie this game up. I'll give you one more look so you can really see the greatness in this play. Schrader with a beautiful ball, and Hegel makes an even better adjustment, going up and over the defender, then ripping it out of his hands while getting his feet down. That touchdown tied the game at 14s, and then Lipsick scored 26 unanswered to hand Mohawk their first loss of the season. Moving to the NFL, the Hugh Jackson-less Browns host the Kansas City Chiefs. Just before the end of the half, Baker Mayfield hits Duke Johnson Jr. He sheds one tackle and finds the end zone. The Browns trail 21-15 at the break. Cleveland trying to dig themselves out of a 19-point hole in the fourth quarter. Mayfield hooks up with Johnson again. The Browns drawing within 13. They continue to battle. Mayfield looking to lead a late charge as he buys himself some time, but the comeback is denied by Steven Nelson. Browns lose again 37-21.
All the distractions could have been an excuse, but I don't think any of the guys handled it that way. I think they handled it in a professional manner, handled it the right way, came out. We just got to be better. Like I said, we got to do everything right, and we got to focus in. And when stuff goes wrong, you got to play the next play.
We weren't good enough in a few areas, improved in some other areas, but we got to do better. Got to continue to help them better. Got to execute better, and continue to take the next steps.
AFC North rivals clash as the Steelers travel to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. First quarter, Finley grad Ben Roethlisberger hits James Conner. The Steelers take their first lead of the game. Second quarter, Pittsburgh threatening again. Roethlisberger hits his top target Antonio Brown for 6 more. It's now 14-3, and now the former Trojan shows us why he's called Big Ben. Using his size as he finds pay dirt for his second rushing touchdown of the year. Pittsburgh extends their AFC North lead with a 23-16 win over Baltimore. Moving to the NFC North, the last place Lions travel to Minnesota. Detroit down by 4 in the second. Kirk Cousins looking deep downfield, but Darius Slay is all over it. That interception sets up a field goal to bring the Lions within 1. Then in the fourth quarter, Detroit with some ground to make up. Matthew Stafford sees his pocket collapse, rolls to his right and tries to pitch it to Kerryon Johnson, but that wasn't the best idea. The Vikings recover the football and take it in for a touchdown. Minnesota's defense was dominant as the Vikings sacked Stafford 10 times today. The Lions fall 24-9.
Obviously not a very good game for us out there. Give the Vikings credit. They did a good job. Couldn't really get anything going on any side of the ball. Took us a while to kind of get them settled down defensively and get them stopped. They obviously had some big plays against us, which was critical in the game. Offensively, obviously not good enough there overall.
You have a day like that, it's a little bit on everybody. Obviously, I got to get the ball out faster. Got to, find the checkdowns a little bit faster, get the ball out. You get in a game situation like that where you're down as many scores as we were late in that game. You're going to put your O-line in a tough spot. So we understand that. Never want to have that, but I can do my part for sure better.
In college football, the latest AP polls were released this afternoon. Alabama flexed their muscles on LSU, the Crimson Tide shutting out the Tigers. So the top 3 remain the same, and with LSU out of the 4th spot, Michigan slides up 1 more position. The Wolverines with a sound win over Penn State. Ohio State made it past Nebraska. The Buckeyes remain unchanged as they sit in the 8th spot. Penn State tumbles 7 spots down to 21st, and our last Big Ten team in the rankings is Michigan State at 24. Cincinnati does climb back into the top 25. The Bearcats rounding out the polls. With all of the football out of our system, when we come back, we switch gears to NASCAR. See who punched their ticket to the Final Four after this quick timeout. Welcome back. With only 3 races remaining in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series this season, this race is a make or break for those with hopes of winning the championship. So we go to Fort Worth, Texas for the AAA Texas 500. Stage 1 goes to Kevin Harvick. That's his 17th first place finish this year. Stage 2, Harvick dominating once again. That's his series leading 18th stage win of the season. If you had to take a guess who took the checkered flag, who would you guess, Katie?
Kevin Harvick.
That is correct. Harvick sweeps it across the board, winning his 8th race of the season and punching his ticket to the Final Four.
All right, thanks so much, John. We'll wrap things up after the break.